Slender Man. This story is from 1949. There were 4 very close friends, Cooper, Rosie, Joseph, and Mary. All 4 used to study in the same class in college, and everybody on campus talked about how great their friendship was. All 4 friends were so close, and always joked about each other. They never needed a 5th friend to join. Cooper, you won't find any partner in life.
I won't need one. I'll just marry you.
That would never happen, Cooper. Mary is amazing, but not amazing enough to tolerate a guy like you. Winter vacations in the college are announced, and all friends plan to hang out together in the forest.
I'll bring my father's Jeep. That'll be a load of fun.
Yo, I'm just wondering, what clothes should I wear?
Hey, Mary, please explain it to her. Don't go there wearing a dress. We're going to the forest, not the club.
Like, I wouldn't know that. Just bring a nice camera. I just want to click a lot of photos of me. With an open Jeep, they go out for a ride in a nearby forest.
Hey, wow! What a beautiful place, Joseph. Let's park the Jeep and take a walk on foot.
Okay.
As they were walking in the forest became gradually deeper and denser. Cooper, what a beautiful place this is. Take out the camera and take lots of photos of me.
So what? I'm just a cameraman for you? I like looking at the forest too, you know.
They're enjoying the forest. Then, Rosie notices that Mary is not with her anymore. Hey, Cooper, where's Mary? You were taking pictures of her.
Huh, she was just with me a moment ago. We were taking pictures together just over that ridge back there.
Oh, let's see. Show me the camera. Rosie snatches the camera to tease Cooper. All of Mary's photos look very beautiful. But then in the background, there's a very thin and tall man in the photos, wearing a black coat and black pants. In a sequence of photos, he's in the distance. Then, with each new photo, he's closer and closer to Mary. Rosie shouts in fear. Cooper, Joseph, please look at these photos. Together, the 3 begin to look at the photos, and all 3 were blown away with sheer fear. That man is wearing a black suit, and his hands are like tentacles. He's constantly approaching Mary, and suddenly, Mary disappears in the next photo.
Where did Mary go?
Rosie, you better run back to the Jeep.
But Mary!
Just run ahead of us, Rosie. Back to the Jeep and the road.
The 3 started running, calling out Mary's name. When they got to the Jeep, they saw Mary just past it, standing in the middle of the road. Her eyes were fallen red, and tentacles were coming out of her body. She suddenly started laughing loudly. Guys, are you fleeing and leaving me alone? As soon as Mary opens her mouth, black shadows seem to pour out in a mist until it gathers around her, and a tall, dark man rises up in the mist. He looks huge. His mouth is very long and completely white, and his tentacles are shaking. His face is blank, no eyes, no ears, no nose. The 3 friends are frozen in fear and start to move away from him, but the tall man slides towards them and grabs Joseph. Joseph!
Run, Rosie, or he'll get us too.
Rosie runs, but looks back. She can see Joe and Mary walking in the mist down the road, with the tall man between them. God will never forgive me! Cooper and Rosie get back to the Jeep and take off. They drive right to the police station and tell the police everything that happened.
Okay, we have written reports, but the way you've told us, the killer doesn't look like an ordinary man. We get lots of complaints about him, actually. Slender Man. He might be supernatural, but we'll try to find out more about him.
Slender Man?
Yeah, Slender Man. He's always capturing youngsters. His terror is in the entire area. You people should not have gone to the forest. Make sure you tell the rest of your college and your parents too.
Both return to the college, but Rosie can't think of anything else. Her fear of Slender Man is stuck in her mind. Cooper tries hard to help her, but nothing helps. And the college principal calls her parents.
Listen, your daughter has suffered a stroke, but we think it's a spiritual thing. Take her to a priest to see if he handles...
Rosie's parents take her to church, and the pastor puts his hand on her head.
What has happened to my daughter? Is she going to be okay? Yes, she is fine, but she has suffered a stroke. She has seen Slender Man, so it's not going to be easy to fix her.
But who is Slender Man?
The Slender Man always attracts young children to himself. Many years ago, a very cute child named Simon used to live with his parents. He was very different from the rest of the children. He preferred to roam and play alone in the forest instead of playing with other children.
Don't go to the woods alone, Simon. How many times have I told you?
One day, when Simon returned from walking through the forest, he saw that his house had burnt to ashes and that his parents had died in the flames. Simon ran away from there weeping and went somewhere far into the deepest parts of the forest. When he reached the darkest part of the forest, he met a very old woman coming from far away. She lived in a small house. Simon walked to her, and she adopted him. From that day on, Simon called her Granny. Did I mention Granny also has a granddaughter named Angelina?
Will you be my friend, Simon?
Why not, Angelina? And in this way, a deep friendship developed between them. The two grew together and fell in love with each other. After some time, Granny died, and Angelina's heart was very sad. Don't be sad, Angelina. You're not alone. How about we get married? And both of them started living happily after getting married. After a short time, they were blessed with a daughter. They named her Slendrina. They were all very happy together. Thank you, Angelina. I never thought my life would be happy again. Thanks to you. Gradually, Slendrina began to grow up. The three had a great time. And then one day, Simon returned home from town and saw that Angelina and Slendrina were lying lifeless and bloody in the yard. He was shocked and so distraught that he ran into the house, into the kitchen. Outside, Angelina and Slendrina started to laugh. They had only been pretending. Then they heard a terrible sound from the kitchen. They ran into the kitchen and saw Simon on the floor. He had stabbed himself.
Simon, what have you done? We were just joking. Papa, why did you do this?
Simon dies, and a dark shadow engulfs him. And Simon suddenly starts growing taller. Tentacles start coming out from his body. All parts of his face, nose, and ears start to disappear one by one. Slowly his face becomes completely blank. He becomes tall and white. His height doubles. He reaches out to his loved ones, but they are afraid.
Run, daughter, run! Now there's nothing left here for you. But you also come with me, Mommy. Yes, I'm coming too. But now run, and don't look back. Get out of here!
Angelina was not able to run fast, and Simon caught her and took her into the world of black shadows. Ever since then, everyone has started calling Slender Man, and says that even today he keeps looking for his 14-year-old girl in the forest. So whenever a youngster comes there, he catches them.
But, Father, our daughter will be fine, right?
Oh, yes. Have faith. Don't let her go out anywhere in the evening. We have to protect her from every evil shadow. And put this enchanted talisman around her neck.
Rosie's parents get her treated at the hospital, but her brain never heals. And she lives crazy for the rest of her days, fearful of the Slender Man's shadow. That long mouth, those longer tentacles. Whenever she talks about it, whenever she thinks about it, she shouts and screams loudly in her room, alone. Not so happily ever after. The end.